Hello everyone, Parmesan here, bringing you guys another video, and I know it's Monday, but I can't do a Let's Talk video today because nothing really happened that big in my life or in the gaming industry, so I can't really talk about anything like that. Except like the partnership I got with Machinima, but I made a standalone video about that. So if you guys missed that, check that out. That's basically going to be the substitute for the Let's Talk series this week, and I'll probably do a Let's Talk next week. And like moving on from that, let's get into the topic. As you can see by the title and the thumbnail, it has to deal with the older Call of Duties compared to Call of Duty Ghost and my experience I had with them when I was playing on my friend's console that he let me record the gameplay on. And a big thanks to him, because you wouldn't see this gameplay if it weren't for him, obviously. And I'm probably going to end up getting another 360 with all the older Call of Duties, just because I had a blast with all of them, except World at War, which I'll get into a little bit later. But it was just such a big change, and I know I'm still going to stick by my opinion on Call of Duty Ghosts. I don't think it's a bad Call of Duty at all. I actually think it's one of the best. I definitely think is a lot better than MW3. But going back to COD 4, MW2, Black Ops 1, and Black Ops 2, it was just such a great exchange over that I just didn't really want to go back to Ghost, because I've been playing Ghost solid for about 3 months straight, and that game has a lot of issues, I'm not gonna lie. And it just the pure balance of Black Ops 2 really made me want to stick to that game more than anything. And the other Call of Duties, just great memories I used to have about those games, and they were still there. So I had a really fun time in COD 4. I didn't run into any modders at all, and I played quite a few games actually, and I ranked up a lot. And it was just a really fun experience I had. Not the most balanced. You had people using Juggernaut and stuff, which I kind of expected, and I didn't really realize how much the grenade, like how the blast radius was on COD 4, because the grenades would blow you up like across the map. It was really crazy. I did not remember that from my past experience with COD 4, but it is what it is. I really had a fun time. If you missed the gameplay of COD 4, I posted it like 2 days ago, I think, and yeah, yesterday was my MW2 one, and I did really good with the sniper, and I just want you guys to check that out. If you missed it, I'll link that down below. And MW2, I actually got a few nukes while he was over here, and it was a fun time, and I just really kind of miss those. That's why I'm gonna end up getting a 360 again with all the Call of Duties, like I said. And like comparing it to Ghost, I mean, obviously Ghost is a lot different because it's a lot more upgraded, and the balancing for the class system, though, I still prefer it in Black Ops 2 and Ghost over any of the other Call of Duties. But the way the map design, and like not the way the gameplay, I mean the hit detection was a lot worse in like say COD 4 opposed to like Ghost. But with the map design is what really got me on the older Call of Duties, because going to Ghost, I really don't like any of the maps in Call of Duty Ghost, and it was just it wasn't anything I wanted to leave behind again playing all the older Call of Duties. Even Black Ops 2 has like some of the best map designs compared to Ghost. Ghost maps, like some of them, like the majority of them are pretty big. I really don't like them. And even the smaller maps, that have a lot of vantage points for people to just get really high up like on the map and kind of get a advantage over everyone else. And it's just the way the maps are set up, I really don't like in Ghost, and I didn't really realize that until I played something like MW2 or COD 4 or even Black Ops 1. And it just really struck me as surprising, I guess you can say. And even the older Call of Duties, I really wouldn't prefer them over something like Black Ops 2 because of the Juggernaut, The Last Stand. I ran into a lot of those. It was just nice, like I said, to go back to it and play it. So if you guys have a 360 laying around, if you upgrade to the Xbox One and you've been playing COD Ghost, I encourage you to go back. The only game I don't encourage you to go play again would be World at War, because I tried playing it and I just could not get into a match. Every time I got into a match, either host ended the game because there was a modder that joined, or like the modders were just flooding. There's people flying around. I didn't really run into any of those in COD 4. I ran into like one or two, and it's bad in World at War. I think it's just a lot easier to mod in World at War opposed to like COD 4, but it is bad in World at War. There's people flying around using God mode, turning dogs invincible. It's a bad time. I did not have fun going back to that game. But if you have a 360 and you have any of the older Call of Duties, except MW3, I really don't like it. But if you like MW3, you can play it. Just try it. Just go back and play it. See how different your experience is compared to something like Ghost. And tell me if you guys like the map design and the older Call of Duty is better than Ghost. And tell me how your experience is with the older Call of Duties opposed to Ghost, because it was just such a different experience to me and something that I didn't really expect to take me and like kind of overwhelm me like that. It was just very weird to me. And I just think if Call of Duty Advanced Warfare has the map design and the balance of Black Ops 2, it's going to be the best Call of Duty ever made. And I just really want them to kind of focus down on map design and take everything else from Black Ops 2, like the balancing, the kill streak balancing, and just the way the weapons were balanced overall, and that game would be really good. And speaking of Black Ops 2 and how I think it's well balanced, the last game of the throwback you're going to see is Black Ops 2. Like I said, I couldn't record any World at War gameplay, and I really hate MW3, so you're not going to see MW3 gameplay from me anytime in the near future, so sorry about that if you really like MW3. But I just can't stand it. So tomorrow you're going to see some Black Ops 2 gameplay, and I do really good on it. I forget what map it's on, but it was just a very good experience I had on Black Ops 2. And then from that point on, you're going to see some Ghost gameplay. And I'm not hating on Ghost. I'm not saying it's the worst Call of Duty ever created. I'm not even saying it's like the second worst Call of Duty ever created. It's just a lot different than any other Call of Duty we got. And just like I've been saying, the balancing in Ghost, I still think it's there, except for some of the kill streaks. The weapons are pretty much balanced. They've been updating those. And it's just the map design. The map design is so bad in Ghost. I think that's where it gets everybody, and everybody kind of blames everything else in Ghost. But I just think it's the map design. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about Ghost, because that's not really a question I asked on here, if you guys like Ghost or not. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Or do you just kind of play it because everybody else does and you don't really hate it or like it? But I personally like it. I think it's a good game. And if you're new, please subscribe if you like the content. And if you actually like this video, please like it. And as always, have a really nice day, and peace.